Hello, morning, good afternoon, good evening, depends where you're at. I just put a mint in my mouth. I'm realizing I'm not smart before doing a video. I'm just gonna take that out. But we got the minty fresh energy in the house, so that must mean something. Darn it. Okay, I'm putting that. I'm definitely not gonna eat that. I've been trying to record this video twice before this. I felt this strong pull to stop on the side before I go to work and record. So with that comes, spontaneous energy. And maybe that is something that either you're feeling the pull for, or spirit is like, get ready to get out of your normal flow, because things are going to get spontaneous and out of your comfort zone. But don't you worry, because as long as you know who you are and your energy and have faith and trust in a higher power, you're going to be fine, because you're always grounded if you choose to be so, right? It doesn't matter where you are in the world. Home is an inward energy. And I feel like as a human being, that's kind of like a hard lesson to learn, because we put so much energy and intention in exterior flows and versions of home, when really, dude. I don't know why the dudes are coming out. Maybe it's because I'm in California, man, and the dude energy is just here. But, dude, you're already home. You're already home. Hone into your home. Ayo. Knocks on that angel cards. What? Oh my God, I'm just having fun doing this. Such a nerd. I'm a nerd. And if you're here, you're probably a nerd too, which means weird. You're weird. And I love that. I love that you're weird, because you're not alone. You're not alone. And it's okay to be weird. That's the thing. High school, the high school energy is coming up for some reason. Maybe that's just kind of one of those loopholes of just maybe healing a past version of yourself, a part of yourself from high school maybe is coming up. But I'm just realizing I went straight into go energy in this reading, because I too, get into this illusion of time, of looking at the clock and saying, oh my God, I only have 10 minutes before work. I want to get this message out. Spirit, help me do it quickly. Help me do it, with intention. But I'm getting the call to slow the F down. So let's slow the F down together. I want to pull a card for us for this beautiful day. It's the 27th of February, but this message is timeless. So it's going to, meet you when you need it, where you need it, in the mind, body, and soul, and beyond. So just trust in divine timing. I like to say divine timing is always shining. And it's true. It's always shining, and it's a choice. In anything in life, it's our parallax of how we see things, our perspective of how we see things is our reality, right? And even coming back to the high school energy, I don't know about you, but I grew up in an environment where there was one way to do things, and if you don't do it that way, you're kind of shunned or judged, or you're just not doing it right? There was right. There was a lot of just energy around right versus wrong. And in general, in this 3D experience, there's always going to be chatter around how you're operating your life. And the thing is, this is where living in alignment, and I talk about this a lot in the readings, because I feel like when I went through my awakening journey, I wish I had a soul sister or a soul brother, or even a parent figure who told me it's okay to be out of alignment. That's how you learn what is alignment. And if I just got more encouragement that it's okay to question the right versus wrong and what lives in between, maybe things wouldn't have been so hard. But that's not to say that the long way isn't the valuable way, because I'm learning now with just my own personal work as a mystic in this world. By the way, I'm Maya. I'm Mystic Maya. That's what they call me. But my name is Maya, which also is an illusion, which I'm always so my parents named me the Hindu version of illusion. Like, that's what my name is, but that's a whole little story in itself that we'll get to eventually. But coming back to the main point is what I learned as stepping into my mystic power. And if you're here, most likely you're either just becoming more intact with your mystic self, or you're already pretty, familiar and confident in the fact that that's you. You are a mystic. And maybe you're in between those two, but you are a mystic, my friend. And you had to take the long route. And for a while you cursed the long route because it seemed like everyone around you had what you wanted and they got it somewhat easy. Quote unquote easy, right? Now, Spirit, help me say this message in a way that's digestible and just like from the heart here. Because what I'm trying to say, because it links to just childhood and like the traumas that we carry and the subconscious programming that we carry, and then we learn to actually delete because it's actually an illusion, right? And it's this belief system that there's a right way to do something and there's a wrong way to do something. The truth is, there's only your way. You are the only person who can actually navigate if something is quote unquote right or wrong. Now, I like to say if it's valuable or invaluable, because at the end of the day, life is about value, creating value, right? Giving and receiving value, which feels more in alignment to me than like going around and like putting things in boxes of if it's right or wrong. Like, I get the duality effect, but I feel like a part of my personal mission as a mystic is to shine a light that there's an in-between between the right and the wrong, the light and the dark, the left and the right. And that's where the beauty happens. That's where the magic happens. That's where you understand your alignment and what feels good to you. And in some sense, like 100%, you have to go through experiences in your life that are out of alignment for you to understand what is the feeling, the vibration, the meaning of alignment for you. There's going to be some people actually walking with their cute dogs, and I'm probably going to get a little silent like I do. So if I do get silent for a moment, we'll take it as a pause and a reflection. I'm actually going to pull some cards in the meantime. I love it. See, let that be a sign. Friendship is near. Maybe someone needs to hear that. Your soul tribe, they're coming. They're actually looking for you just like you're looking for them. So it's coming. It's coming. Connection is here. It's already here. The fact that you clicked this video and you said, I'm going to sit here and just listen to this pull that's calling me in, that's something. So Spirit, please help me be a vessel for light, love, and abundance right here and now through my words, but also through this deck. What does this beautiful collective, this beautiful individual that's here with me needing to know? What do we need to know? What's the message? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I like to just wait until the card falls, so we'll be in this for a moment here as the divine does its thing. Woo! We're also gonna allow, I was gonna say like allow and let. I love creating words. All right, let's see. Spirit, what needs to come through? I'm so curious where you're from in the world. If you feel the call to just drop a little comment of like where you're from and what's your name, I would love that. Speaking of soul tribe energy. All right, usually oh, here we got, okay, we got healing. Look at this beautiful card. I'm using a deck actually that was passed on from my mother, and it's an archangel deck. So if you're here, if you made it 10 minutes into this video, most likely you understand the rhythm of archangels. And if you're new to it, I'll just say that we all have a team of omnipresent energies around us, working with us on our behalf for our highest good and the highest good of everyone. And all we got to do is give them permission to be here with us now. We always have a team of light beings, your angels, your masters, your teachers, your loved ones. And they're always here. Like literally, there's probably an angel like kicking with us in the back seat, just making sure that this message is like flowing in harmony for the highest good of all. But you just can't see. You can't see it, but you can feel it. And that's the thing. It's like, this is kind of like a side tangent, and then I'm going to go and read about the healing. But we put so much pressure that faith has to be something of like actual proof, you know, like a tangible thing, which yes, that's a part of the equation, right? Because we're these spiritual beings in this human meat suit, and we live in a 3D reality. So we need physical proof to really like make sure we're not kind of losing our mind and going crazy, which is literally a side tangent in its own energy. But the truth is, faith, angels, any mystical beings, like, you can feel it. You can feel it. We manifest, we create from the heart. And now I'm realizing why I even clicked play in the first place. Like, what was the message, the sentence that made me pull to the side and even have this conversation with you and almost say F it to time, ow, my little elbow, F it to time, and pull aside and say, I don't care if I'm late, because this is what needs to come through right now. And that is, drum roll, magic lives in the heart. We create our world, our perception through the heart. And that means if our heart is blocked, we're just going to have more challenges. Is it a good or bad thing? Again, that is debatable. When our heart is open, we navigate in alignment with more ease, more flow, more trust, not only in ourselves, which is everything, but in this invisible energy that we're talking about, because we're always supported. The universe always has your back. We're so passionate, multifaceted. We live in a multi-dimensional world. The 3D aspect, yes, it's real, but it's also not. And I think it's up to us as this like spiritual being in this 3D plane to remember that there's so much more than beats the eye. There's so much more that beats the eye. And how do we remember? By connecting to the heart. By balancing the mind, the body, the soul, and the heart. It's so easy to put so much energy in the mind because we're taught you got to think your way through everything. But what if you feel your way through life? I wonder where it will take you. I wonder where you'll take yourself when you actually trust the notions of your body to give you the answers that you need. When your stomach is in knots, that is telling you something. That is a sign. That is a symbol. When you're around a person and you feel like your heart's beating really fast, there's something there. Listen to your body. This is coming through really, really strong. This is a message that you must receive if you're willing to, but I want you to get curious with, what is your body trying to tell you? If you can like just take 24 hours, okay, and just notice, be aware of the nudges, the feelings, the sensations within your body. If you have to like carry a little notebook with you and just like throughout your day, or you can even do it in your notes. I mean, shit, we're in a digital world now. You know, you can open up a notes or a page on your journal and just be like, at coffee shop, woman walked by me, feeling knots in my stomach, and just observe it. At work, I'm feeling stressed in my shoulders, not sure why. We'll come back to it later. Driving home, my left foot hurts. It feels like it's asleep. Just like start taking notes of like what you're doing, what are like the little signs and symbols around you that you feel this gravitational pull towards, and start like decoding what your body's trying to tell you. You might get it right as you write it on the page or on your notes, but maybe you'll start seeing patterns and things that are coming to life once you start understanding the language of your body, because our body keeps score. Our body is literally the house of our heart. So the heart and the body work together, and they have messages for us if we dare to listen. And the magic of literally our multi-dimensional reality lives in the heart. So essentially we have this freaking like just incredible tool. Our superpower is from the heart. The heart. So if we can connect to our superpower, I think we'll understand a lot more of how to flow in this one beautiful life that we have with more ease and less anxiety. It was 16 as I said that. And that's like really the challenge of life, right? How do you operate in this fast-paced world, feeling safe, feeling in harmony with your mission, your purpose, and your inner peace? And it's definitely a journey. It's a journey of becoming. It's a journey of being brave enough to go slow. It's a journey of, having the audacity to be curious and to ask questions and to believe in your own way that it's never too late. That's the thing. We put so much emphasis on like our age and our career and like having the material this and the material that. But it's like, when you're dead and gone, your soul never dies, but like your experience on planet Earth stays with you, it's your imprint. So like, yes, I'm not saying that your exterior things don't matter, because they do. We all like to feel comforting, and like, we all have desires, collectibles. Like, fuck, I love books. I'll collect books till I die, and those things are heavy, like, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm not saying don't love the material things that you feel a pull towards. I'm just saying that, at the end of the day, we have one beautiful life and we don't die with our things. So there's certain things in our life, certain energies that are just more potent. And like, I'm kind of feeling like I'm like maybe not communicating this the way that my higher self wants to. So I'm going to pause and see if there's a better way that I can say what I'm trying to say. Okay. So what I really want to say is that we have this one beautiful life. And I ask you to just be aware where you're putting your energy and your emphasis in. Because if you're chasing a lot of validation and hype in the materialistic things, it's beautiful and it's valid, but don't forget that there's so much more than beats the physical reality. And you can do more by doing less, because it's not about the chase. It's about attracting, and it's about what you learn on the journey of getting whatever it is you want, because it's like, it's a beautiful thing to have desires and to, want to have this and achieve that, and like, just feel like you completed something. That's beautiful. I think we all should aim super, super high, but we get so blindsided that it's like the thing that we're attracting, right? Even though we have to like learn along the way that we're actually we're not chasing anything. We think we're chasing, but we're really attracting the thing. But it's also like who we are becoming. What is our soul remembering and letting go of as we're getting to the destination or the thing or the achievement? Because that is the creme de la creme. So hopefully that made sense, because like even me saying that, I'm like, but I think that's just because we're coming back to that energy of trusting, just trusting the flow of things and knowing that when you throw spaghetti on the wall, it will either stick or it won't stick. So that's me trusting you'll either receive this or you won't receive this, because maybe this message is not for everyone. Okay, so to end, we will read the healing card, because I totally just got sidetracked. But I trust that everything that I say when I click play is for a reason. So let's go to the healing card as our end. Okay, healing, healing, healing. I just like learned how to do circular breathing, side note, where you breathe in and out through the mouth. Look up circular breathing. Okay, healing. A situation that has caused you concern is in the mend. You are a natural healer, and your healing thoughts have manifested into form. Your healing thoughts have manifested into form. Sometimes a situation cannot heal until you release the challenge completely, so that healing light can enter in. Your worries will soon be over, because this card is a sign that a healing has occurred. Woo, 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 woo. Celebrate that. Celebrate that. Let that sink in. A healing has occurred. Please celebrate that and let me know how you celebrate. To realize this healing, however, you must first stop focusing on what is wrong and instead affirm everything is in divine and perfect order right now. We've been talking about this since the get-go of this beautiful video. Everything is in divine and perfect order right now. Ooh, write that down on a post-it and have that on your fridge, in your car, whatever you need. Everything is in divine and perfect order right now. You have natural healing abilities, my mystical friend. And this card asks you to have faith that God works through you as an earth healing angel. Hold thoughts of love around any situation that seems to need healing. Visualize the situation as healed right now. Then give thanks to God for this healing and completely release everything to the angels. The powerful effects of your healing work touches many lives. Bam. Damn, I gotta drop the mic now. That was just like, literally, it encapsulated everything we talked about today. So hopefully that landed in a way that feels good to you. And if not, just sit with it. Sit with it, sit with it, sit with it. If you need to listen to this video again and write notes, do that. I'm a big fan of taking notes as I listen to channeled messages. And I think that's it. Spirit, is there anything else that we need to talk about before we click play and end this? I guess we click stop, play, stop, play, stop. Boop, 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 boop. I think that's it. I'm really grateful for you, and I really appreciate you, and I believe in you. I'm your spiritual, I didn't want to say spiritual, to be honest. I wanted to say I'm your mystical. I'm your mystical cheerleader, but I'm also your spiritual cheerleader, because it's really the same but different, right? It's literally the same. But it's just so funny, last thing I'll say, how like there's certain words with like, speaking of healing, there can be like one word that someone will say that will just trigger you down this loophole when it's really not about the word, but the memory attached to the word. So maybe that's a sign to go into your timeline of a past experience in meditation and heal it. Use your visualization to go back in time, heal a certain situation that triggered you, and ask yourself and your higher self, how would you solve that in that time? Like, what did you need in that moment in time? And literally see the healing solution and mend it, patch up the hole with your new vibration, your new intention. Give your past self what it needed in that time so you can move on by and clean the energy. Try it. And if you need help, I'm always here. I have quantum energy healings that you can book online or in person if you're in the LA area, and we can literally do that work together. Anyways, love you. As always, the light in me sees the light in you, and I'll see you soon.